WooCommerce sucks, and I'm going to tell you exactly why. Not that the whole plugin itself is the worst thing in the world. It's a fine plugin. It's one of the main plugins you need for WordPress, but it does not come with a shipping email, which is insane if you think about it. You have a whole entire WooCommerce store. You ship products. Like, that's the whole point. Like, not everything is digital. People actually ship stuff. But when you ship things out of the box, WooCommerce does not come with the ability to send out an email that says your item has been shipped. I think it's terrible. I don't understand why that's the case, but unfortunately, that is the case. I did a quick search on Google to see if there was anything available, and of course, FunnelKit, which is the plugin that I use, comes up with this nifty little article that says how to send WooCommerce shipment tracking emails to customers. Now, here's the thing. As you scroll down, it tells you, here's what you should use. Top 5 WooCommerce shipment tracking plugins. So it doesn't come natively with the platform. It is a complete new add-on, and you have to buy it, and it's so frustrating. Advanced shipment tracking for WooCommerce. An additional $129 a year just to be able to track shipments. I think that's pretty ludicrous, but, what do I know? In any case, and it keeps going down. There's more plugins and more plugins, and everything is an add-on, and everything is a new purchase. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to create a WooCommerce shipment tracking email to your customers. All right, now if you haven't hopped on the AI train, it is definitely time. We've got ChatGPT 5. They don't even let you pick anything else, but we're gonna roll with this. And I started this process already because I like to brainstorm with ChatGPT, and then when I code, I like to bring it into Claude because I just get better results with Claude, especially when it comes to WordPress stuff. So I wrote this quick prompt. I said, check out FunnelKit's documentation as well as WooCommerce. I'd like to create a small snippet that will allow me to add a shipping item under the dropdown after an order has been in processing so that I can click and select that it has been shipped. But not only that, I would like it to send an email. FunnelKit has all of the WooCommerce emails that I can customize on it. If I add a new email, would I be able to customize it with FunnelKit? And would you be able to create the code snippet to allow this new email to be used in formatted by FunnelKit whenever I select shipped from the dropdown after an order has been made to update the order? Now, very redundant sentence, but AI is like a brilliant 5-year-old. Like, picture a 5-year-old that knows everything in the entire world very well. But if you don't extract the information from it, it's just going to spew whatever it wants to spew. So try to be as thorough in your prompts. My AI knows, I've been using this for a while, so it knows exactly what I'm looking for the most part. If you use API, you got to get really specific with it. But this is how specific I wanted to be, and it kind of poured out the stuff. So gave me some information, but one thing I realized was I don't have the actual tracking number yet because the software I use, I get the email that says that this email has been shipped. Here's the tracking number. So I said, how do I get the tracking number? And it gave me a couple options. Manual copy and paste into WooCommerce, which makes sense. Automatically extract from the email. We're just going to be adding extra layers to stuff, and I don't feel like doing that right now. Eventually, I am going to have to use the automation, but for right now, we want to just create a quick, simple, ship this out function. So option 2, automatically extract from the email is a no. Using it in a FunnelKit, it says that I can create a manual custom field in the order called tracking number, and then FunnelKit can take it like this, order meta tracking number, which is exactly what I'm going to use in this scenario. So let's go. I don't want the make scenario. I want this one. I think I just asked it the same question twice. Okay, so we're going to use that. Let's see. Email. I can grab the tracking number. Where do I put the tracking number? So I guess I asked the same question like 3 times because I didn't read all of this. This is why sometimes I like quick, concise answers. But let's see. Trigger the email when your market is shipped. This is something that you can do if you don't have FunnelKit. But I'm going to be using FunnelKit because it makes the emails awesome and amazing. But you will do the same thing. Go into ChatGPT, put the prompt in, tell it what you want, and it'll create this whole thing, including trigger the email when your market is shipped. I don't want it to do that. I'm going to do this in FunnelKit. I'm going to set the trigger to order status change from processing to shipped, and I'm going to set that up. So now what I want to do is give me a prompt to create the snippet. Give me a thorough prompt to create the snippet that I need in order to accomplish adding a new shipping option to pick from on the order page, and also adding the custom meta field on the order page. So this is going to give me a snippet, which, I mean, technically I don't need it, but you think ChatGPT, just give me a quick answer. I don't need it thinking. I think that's the complaint about ChatGPT 5. Now I don't need a whole thing here. I can just go into Claude and just tell it what I want, but I did say be thorough. So we're going to do exactly this. Create a WordPress PHP snippet that I can add to my site via code snippets or in a custom plugin. This snippet must do the following: add a new custom WooCommerce order status called shipped. Yep. Add a marked as shipped order action in the order actions dropdown. I don't need that. I just need the this drop down here. Add a custom tracking meta field to the order edit page in the admin. Make the tracking number available as order meta so FunnelKit can use it in merge tags, and follow the WordPress WooCommerce standards. Yes. So here's what I'm going to do. All I really want is 1 through 5. I don't need all of these bullets in there. I will let the code figure that out. And we're going to jump on Claude and put this prompt in. All right, so I'm on Claude. It's pretty funny. It says Jonathan returns. You don't need a paid plan because you have enough to do this. So we're going to put code in there. I'm going to type this out. I'm going to get rid of these bullet points because I don't need it. I don't need this. Yeah, labeled as shipped. I mean, I guess I could keep that on. Show it in the order status dropdown on the order edit page. On the order. Yeah, that's what I'm asking for. Show the status count. And okay, none of this stuff. Goodbye. Display it after processing in the status list. Yep. Add mark as shipped. I really don't need that. Okay. Add a custom tracking number meta field into the admin page. Yep. I don't need any of this. Oops. Make the tracking number available as order meta so FunnelKit can use it in merge tags. Yes. Do not hard code the email send. Just ensure the meta key is properly saved. Perfect. And then follow WordPress WooCommerce standard code. Yes. And then we're going to put up here, create a WordPress WooCommerce PHP snippet that I can add to my site via Fluent Snippets. Get rid of that. And it's going to say the snippet must do the following. And then I'm going to say, ask me any questions that you may need in order to make sure this snippet works exactly as I stated. All right, and then we hit enter, see what it comes up with. And I like Claude better than ChatGPT. I think, especially for content creation and coding. I know there's like a bunch of tests out there that say, oh, ChatGPT is a better coder, whatever. But, you know, like I said, I just get better results with this. And then what I do once I use all of this stuff is I'll go back to ChatGPT to troubleshoot, because for some reason ChatGPT does better at troubleshooting. I don't know why. This is welcome to the AI world. Bunch of back and forth. So let's see. I'll create a comprehensive work. Before I do, admin interface. Do you want the tracking number field to appear in a specific meta box like order actions or order notes, or would you prefer it in its own dedicated its own dedicated custom field that I can pull to FunnelKit? 2, should there be any validation for the tracking number? No. 3, order status workflow. Should the shipped status be available for manual selection from any other status, or do you want it only to be selectable from processing status? Not sure what they means. I'd like it to be an additional option to the current statuses that are there. When someone orders, the status by default goes into processing, and I would like this additional status to be available as well so that I can manually select it. 4, do you want the shipped status to appear in the bulk actions dropdown on the orders list page? Yes. And hopefully I made that clear. Customer visibility. Should customers be able to see this shipped status in their account area, or is this primarily for admin use? Ooh, that's such a good question. They should be able to see it. Nah, I feel like it's going to add too much bloat. So they don't need to see. No. See, this is all the back and forth, my thought process. They should be able to see it on, what did it say? On their account. Oops. Account area. All right. 6, meta key naming. You mentioned order meta tracking number. I'll use tracking number as the meta key. The underscore prefix makes it a private meta field in WordPress. Is this the exact format you need for a FunnelKit? Yes, but I'd like you to confirm. And Claude is smart that it can go online, check the docs from FunnelKit and confirm it. And if it doesn't, we'll probably end up going back and forth, but we'll see. Once you confirm these details, I will create the snippet. Let's go. Ready? Hit the enter key. And now we get ourselves some AI coding. It's creating the artifact. Boom. Look at that magic happen. I love it. I love it. Now it's adding the meta box. Call for the tracking number. Pretty cool. I just like watching it do code. I think it's pretty awesome. Look at this. And it commented this out. So that's actually pretty sick too. Ensure ship status is considered a paid status. Huh. Yeah, I don't need that. These are like one-time things. So, all right. So thank you for the clarification. I have one final confirmation. For FunnelKit to access the tracking number using order meta, blah, 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 blah. I'll use tracking number. Good. That should work with FunnelKit's merge system. Now I will create the complete snippet. Okay. It did it all. Here's the snippet. Key features, shipped order status, tracking number field, FunnelKit integration, admin features, adds tracking column to the orders list. Perfect. This is good. WordPress, WooCommerce standards, proper nonce verification. It does all the fun stuff. Copy this into Fluent Snippets. So let's go. Let's test it out. I'm going to copy this and let's go add it to the site. All right. So here we go. Going to click new snippet. Going to paste the code in there. Got to get rid of the duplicate PHP tag. All right. We're all set. We're going to call this add shipping status. And then this adds shipping to order status on Woo and creates a what's that called? Key to add to FunnelKit. Let's go. All right, we got functions. Yep. And we're gonna just run it everywhere. So let's create the snippet. Let's see if any errors pop up. No errors. That's a good sign. So let's activate this right here, and then let's go test it out and see what's going on. All right, moment of truth. Let's check it out. Status. And we've got shipped right there. Sweet. Canceled, refunded, failed, primary order accepted. All right, shipped. That is awesome. So now we have to test this out and make sure that when I put it in as shipped, that the actual trigger gets sent out. So let's head over to FunnelKit and let's create this email. All right, so now let's create the automation in FunnelKit. I'm in FunnelKit automations. We're going to create the automation. I'm going to start from scratch and I'm going to call it shipping email. Create that. And now I'm going to select an event. We're going to go to WooCommerce. I'm going to say order status changed. That's what we got to do. So we have note added. What is this? Status pending. I could do note added too and add the tracking in there, but that's called overthinking. So let's cut that right off at the butt. All right, order status changed. Bam. It's going to say change to what? And we're going to say from processing to shipped right here, which is what's working. Order contains any product, and it's going to run, well, we could run multiple times because this is going to go as many times as they order. So multiple times, allow currently active contacts in this automation to re-enter. Absolutely. All right, so let's save that. Now we got to grab ourselves some metadata, right? So let's put, oh, I didn't even check to see if the meta box was there. So quick interruption. Of course, the meta field wasn't showing up because Claude starts the code off like right? But there's always something wrong with it. So it wasn't showing the tracking meta field, and it kept saying like, oh, I fixed it. I did the tracking meta field. So I go to ChatGPT, and of course, I tell it, hey, here's the code. Here's the code. Can you debug this code? Is anything wrong? The meta box for tracking is not showing up. And then ChatGPT, of course, says, yeah, I can see why your tracking number field isn't showing. It's because of where and how you're adding it. This is the hook you're using. This hook fires inside the billing box in the order edit screen, but WooCommerce only works inside WooCommerce meta box form context. So that's why I'll create it here in Claude. And I really do like how Claude just keeps it on the right and then talks on the left. It keeps it nice and clean. And when it edits the code, it only edits a part of it. It doesn't rewrite the whole thing all the time. That's a big reason why I also use Claude. And then I'll take the code and bring it here and say, fix the issue. So it's saying two main fixes. Fix it in one of two ways. Put it in the order data panel properly. With this, I'm assuming. Add action, WooCommerce, there. This fires in the order details section above billing and shipping and ensures the text field is wrapped in the correct form tags. So it saves when you click update. There you go. Or option 2, use a meta box. Instead of forcing it into the billing address, you can add it as a separate shipping information box. I'd rather do that. All right, so tell me what to add and replace in the code in order for me to do option 2. And I don't know if you want to see this. I'll pause it. All right, after some fiddling with ChatGPT, going back and forth, finally got the tracking number to display here because initially it wasn't displaying and it was becoming a real pain in the butt. So we're going to put the tracking number in here and test it out. All right, back to this. Now that all the logic is out of the way, we are just going to add a nice little action step. And we're going to send an email. The easiest things I've done so far. All right, we're going to use the visual builder. It's going to be the contact email. Subject is going to be your, that's not how you do it, your order has shipped. And then maybe we could do an emoji of a rocket ship or something. Rocket. All right. Visual builder. Let's do this. This is actually the first time I'm using this visual builder. I was going to do another video on using it and building it out. So maybe I could just do that here. Let's see. I want a e-commerce one that just says, I just want something simple like this. This is simple. Yeah, let's use this one. Yeah, it looks great. All right. Importing the template. We're going to say, thank you for your support. We're going to change this logo. Click on the logo. I love this because it's really intuitive. It's just kind of click and touch and everything just works how it's supposed to work. So let's replace this. Now I don't have to scroll down the hundreds and hundreds of images. I'm just going to click on logo brand. This was what I was talking about in my previous video. Pop the logo in there. Nice and simple. Do I want it that large? Yeah, I think I do. We're going to say I keep doing that. Your order is on its way. Capital I. Pew. Your order is on its way. Hey, customer. Let's do this. Merge tag. Contact first name. Yep. The fallback will be, hey, friend. Copy. Bam. Hey, friend. I would like to personally thank you for checking out our store. No, none of this. I would like to personally thank you for your order and support. It has officially shipped. Click the link below to follow the tracking. No, click the link below to track your order, period. And then I'm gonna get rid of this. I don't want that. And actually what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna get the merge tag and we're gonna see if that tracking order came in. Let's see. Current order. I guess I gotta find tracking. No, it's not here. What a pain in the butt, for real. All right, order again. All right, I'm going to just put in the snippet that we have because maybe it doesn't register here, and then try to grab that. So actually, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna put the tracking number in to see if it saves, and then test it like that. So let's do that. Okay, so I found out the trick. The merge tag isn't exactly what ChatGPT was saying. There's actually a merge tag here. If you scroll down a little bit, it says data, order data. Right there, and you have the little settings key right here, which is the meta key, which when I put tracking number, this is the tag that actually copied over the information here. So now you can see I have thank you for your support. Your tracking order is this, and I'm actually going to remove the highlight because I don't think I need a highlight there. And now the tracking number is going to be on the top. You've got the logo. Your order is on its way. Hey, first name, I would like to personally thank you for your order and support. It has officially shipped. Click the link below to track your order. And now what we're going to do is with this link, we're going to say track your order. I want this to be centered. Can I make it centered? There we go. I don't want it blue. Let's see if there's a way to change. Oh, this is like super easy. My colors are more of the brown region. So let's go with like a cream color. We could do, ugh, that's ugly. Maybe like, I don't know, like this. Where'd it go? I can't even see it now. Okay. Baby dark brown. Let's go with the dark brown. I wish this thing moved so that I can see the actual button. That's like black. Dark brown. Ugh. No. We're going cream, and then we're gonna make the text dark. There we go. Track your order. And then let's see if we can add a little border to it. Border style. Yup. Solid. 1 pixel. Perfect. Oh, wow. You can put display conditions on here too. That's actually really cool because then I could do customized emails on my list that says if you're a member, you can get this information. If you're not a member, oh, I love that. All right. This gets me excited. So this is, like I said, the first time I'm on this. It's just actually pretty cool. Let's lower the size of this a little bit. It doesn't need to be that huge. Got 30%. Your order's on its way. Here's the information. I'm going to make this text a little bigger because it's an email, and I just want them to really scan read. Doesn't have to be tiny. Hello, friend. Track your order. If you need any help, please don't hesitate to reach out. And now on this link, let's see if we could add the tracking number here. Link trigger here, the link. And we're gonna copy this right there. Copy. We're gonna take the link trigger, not a link trigger. We're gonna do let's see, give me 1 second, let me get the URL. Okay, so I got the link. We're gonna put the link right here. This 1, 2, 3 is going to be the merge tag. So let's see if we can copy this here and then put that in the in the link. Come on. In the link. What the heck? All right. I gotta get the link again. Hold on. UPS. Here we go. Here's the link. And then the snippet. Select to add this link. Okay, yeah. And then we gotta add the snippet here. I don't know if it's going to read the snippet in the code, but let's find out. So I'm gonna paste that here. Yup. And now let's test it out. Best wishes, Full Quiver Coffee LLC. Yep, all this information is correct. Let's save it. And now I'm going to send the email and test it. Guess what? It worked. That worked out perfect. The email came out exactly like this, and then when I clicked it, it went to the shipping page. So now we know that we can add the merge tags in here, and you can see it right there. That is a beautiful, beautiful thing. So the email works. One thing I am going to do is I'm going to get this out of here, and I'm going to make it a lot bigger. I kind of want it under here. Okay, that didn't work how I wanted it. I want it here, but I want it way bigger because you can't even really read it up there. So your tracking order number is this, and then we're gonna bold it. Boom. Add a little more space between here. Maybe one of these. Okay. Your tracking number is perfect. This is how we start to design. And let's see if I could add a row or a column. How do I add like a row? Duplicate. Perfect. Paste. Perfect. Middle. Yeah, that's fine. Let's get this back to 22 how we had it. Boom. I'm gonna make this bold. Boom. This is the link for it. The border is, yep, that's fine. Let's save it. Go back. And now, because I've been testing it with my email address, I'm going to get the merge tag back. We're going to go to the contact email address, contact email. We're going to, whoops, that's definitely not the contact email. Contact email, copy. There we go. So contact email, subject, your order has shipped. It's going to be the visual builder. We previewed it. We tested it. It is a transactional email. I'm going to save this. And now that it's saved, so we've got the trigger that goes from processing to shipped, any product, runs on contact multiple times and allows them to come back in. I activated it. We are good to go. And then we have the tracking. So this is a very simple shipping funnel. I have the complete code right here that adds the tracking box. If you want access to this, just let me know. I'll figure out a way to get it to you. As of now, it's probably going to be for members only in the Quiver once it's there. But I don't know. I'm in a giving mood. So let me know if you want the code. I could share it. And that is it. It works. The tracking email gets sent. Everything works beautifully. And we've got ourselves a nice little functional shipping email that's tied directly into the automation, and it's tied directly into the WooCommerce orders. So thank you for joining me on this journey. It's been fun. God bless.